Welcome back to Legacy Contracts, and if this is your first time here, we're glad you found us. This channel exists for attorneys who sense that something beneath the surface of their firm isn't quite working, even if it's hard to name. Here, we look beyond surface-level efficiency and into the invisible systems shaping how your firm operates, serves clients, and sustains growth. Through practical insight and honest conversation, we help bring clarity to what's often overlooked, so you can lead with intention, not assumption. If you're interested in building a law firm that's not just functional, but thoughtfully designed, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Urgency tends to dominate in law firms. It feels responsible, necessary, even professional. But what if urgency isn't just a response to deadlines? What if it's a system outcome? Today, we're talking about why urgency keeps winning in law firms, and why simply slowing down doesn't fix it. 1. How urgency becomes self-justifying. Urgency begins with real pressure. Court dates, discovery timelines, client demands. To meet those demands, firms prioritize speed. Fast responses keep things moving. When the work gets done, urgency feels validated. But here's the hidden pattern. If systems are weak, the same issues resurface. The team scrambles again. The scramble works again. And that reinforces the belief that urgency is necessary. The crisis proves the need for crisis. 2. Why urgency feels necessary even when harmful. Urgency feels like care. It feels like commitment. It feels like professionalism. But urgency can also replace planning with reaction, override documentation, create invisible burnout, and erode long-term stability. When a firm operates in constant urgency, calm starts to feel unproductive. And that's the shift. Urgency stops being situational and becomes structural. 3. Short-term wins versus long-term erosion. In the short term, deadlines are met. Emails are answered. Clients feel heard. In the long term, systems are never improved. Challenges repeat. Staff turnover increases. Leadership bandwidth shrinks. Urgency wins the day, but it erodes the year. 4. Why slowing down fails without redesign. Leaders often recognize the pattern. They say, we need better systems. We need to be proactive. But nothing changes. Why? Because slowing down without redesign creates instability. If the structure hasn't changed, reducing urgency just exposes chaos. Teams feel the gap and immediately revert to speed. Under pressure, people revert to design. If urgency keeps winning, it's because the workflow rewards it. This is structural gravity. This isn't about eliminating urgency. Law is inherently time-sensitive. It's about distinguishing necessary urgency from structural urgency. When structure improves, urgency becomes situational, not permanent. And that shift changes everything. We hope today's insight helped bring clarity to something that may have been operating quietly in the background of your firm. Progress doesn't always start with doing more, it often starts with seeing more clearly. Law firms aren't built overnight. They're shaped by the decisions you make once the invisible becomes visible. This is Legacy Contracts. Until next time, keep leading with clarity.